It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against...
Welcome to 2K Sports live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. Brent, we've got great front courts in this matchup. Since you played, both forward positions have evolved and become a little bit different.
You ever think, Kevin, about some of the great players in the 80s and 90s that had the skill set to do some of the things that we're asking of today's players?
Good point.
That might have been great. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking like guys like Detlef Schrempf that were out there and doing things where people said, how's a 6'11 guy getting away with that? Well, now every 6'11 guy is getting away with those skills.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Platoon swap here for New Orleans. A different look for Utah. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Jay Crowder. Exum is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Udo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pelicans trail by 5. Johnson kicks to AI. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, that's a spot on the floor. You just can't give up any space. AI makes you pay.
Here's Korver for 3. He doesn't hit that one. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And that one's good by Clark.
Yeah, aware of everybody on the floor that time. AI knowing he could get that one to his teammate.
Exum finds Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal against Johnson. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
AI drives in. Diallo the pass to Tatum. Dishes it to Clark. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Clark's got his second bucket tonight.
See, the problem with defending AI is that he's going to be aggressive. You're going to be on your heels, and you don't know if he's going to beat you with the shot or with the pass.
Now here's Korver. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. O'Neal dishes to Crowder. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. The Pelicans trail. Outside Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Udo picks one up. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
O'Neal kicks to Korver. from downtown. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Wood with the bucket.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Exum passes to Udo. Korver dishes to O'Neal. And Tatum over to help. Here's Exum. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Exum's got it all tied up now for Utah. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Tatum drives in. Clark kicks to AI. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, AI knows the contact is coming. You could see he recognized it, prepared for it, and then powered through it.
Johnson against O'Neal. From 16 feet away, he cans it. O'Neal's got 5. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Tatum. And the powerful one-handed slam.
AI coming off the pick, always ready to shoot. That time, he finds the roller.
Here's Exum. And there's the pass to Udo. Outside Korver. O'Neal against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. O'Neal misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Diallo. Back to AI. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
Once AI gets the ball in that painted area, he's just got a number of ways that he can go to cause damage.
Here's Exum, and Utah again with the bucket. And so it's AI making highlights for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
Wood out there with Miller. Then it's Johnson. Then it's AI. And it's Diallo in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Here's Crowder, following the basket by Stanley Johnson. Korver passes to O'Neal. Over Miller. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from O'Neal. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Hard to believe, isn't it, that a few years ago the direction for this Pelicans team was uncertain.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Alvin Gentry has found his way to put his imprint on this team. A lot of people not sure of how and if he could do that. He certainly has. It took some time to get those ideas in place. And the offense was never a problem with this group, especially with the way that Drew Holiday had such a huge year. It's going to be about some defense and some depth for them to push it a little bit further this season.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Exum. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Sometimes in the pick and roll, just patience and awareness can pay off. When AI gets any airspace at all, he's quick to take advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Korver kicks to Crowder. The Jazz working the ball around now. Udo dishes to Crowder. Korver passes to Udo. Here's Exum. Miller grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Tatum drives in. Count the basket. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Well, you got to respect AI's jumper first, but at the same time, he can burn you off the dribble, so pick your poison.
O'Neal against Miller. And here is O'Neal. He's got 7, and AI comes to help. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Here's Tatum. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Tatum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, playing their best to pull away.
Utah calls timeout. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And AI with the stuff.
AI's got it going right now, and you can only hope to try to keep him in spots on the floor. So far tonight, it hasn't been the case. He's running wild.
Tatum against Rubio. He kicks it to Mitchell. Back to Rubio. Knocks it loose. Trying to end the drought. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum's shot is off.
You can tell just by looking at his body language that he didn't want to take that shot, although the defense was more than willing to let him attempt it.
Now here's Favors. Mitchell wide open. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Miller outside. Outside Tatum. They grab their own miss. Randall. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rubio with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Rubio finds Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Randall. outside Tatum. Back to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Brooklyn. Mitchell passes to Crowder. Gobert with it to the inside. Here's Favors. Another miss by Utah.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
AI kicks to Miller. Back to Tatum. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Passes it to Rubio. Now here's Favors. Now Crowder, covered by Miller. Pass to Rubio. Back to Favors. The kick out to Crowder. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Shot from 12. Utah with the rebound. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Rubio. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans on top as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Ricky, how do you guys put this thing away in the second half?
We got a lot of turnovers, they got a lot of layups, and that can happen. We have to take care of the ball.
We'll see if you can do that, Ricky. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in.
Thank you, David. Great interview.